Welcome back everybody, Natsu here once again. This time around we are gonna talk about Rugal. So this is gonna be his character guide for King of Fire 15. As always, if you like this kind of content, like and subscribe. This guy will show you, it's a beginner guide, so it will show you normals and stuff that you can do. If you want combos, I already did a video for that, but let's go with the normals. So the first normal we're gonna go about is 5P, which is standing punch. Right now you can see that this is the far animation. Now unfortunately this normal cannot cancel. The only thing you can do is like HD max, right? But then, to be honest, I think there are better normals that will get you that. Now crouching jab, even though it looks like it's jacking off, is a special cancel, as you can see over here. Now besides special cancel, you can also link his normal command normal, which is back low kick, and you can also special cancel for it, but I will go over that special move later down in the line. Keep in mind that command normal can also be done by forward low kick. Now standing jab, close standing jab, by the way, you can see that you can do the same thing. You can link to crouching low kick. Something I also want to mention is that you can do like crouching jab and then standing jab and go from there. And yes, he can do the normal command, the command normal, from standing close jab, okay? Now let's go with crouching low kick, because to be honest, like, it's a good normal, the range, but it has an issue. Like, if you try to use that normal command, the command normal, sorry, from different ranges, it won't try to cancel, and you won't be able to combo. So if you, I don't like to say it, but if you try to do crouching low kick from far away, the next best thing you can do after that is standing far low kick, and then you will do HD max. If you're closer, you can do standing low kick after the crouching low kick, and then do the command normal, and that will work. Because to be honest, like the window to cancel that normal command, it is really hard. Like, it's better to use a standing low kick. At least from what I've been testing, it's not that easy to do it. The farther away, the harder it is. That's what I'm trying to say. Now let's go about talking about close low kick, and you can see it's way easier to cancel to command normal. And yes, you can, connect with other normals and special cancel from there. Now, far standing low kick is a good normal to poke, but unfortunately you cannot do special cancel. The most you can do is like HD max, but I don't recommend it. You need to really be spot on with your combo, because the frame advantage is not that big. So far standing hard punch. This is a great normal. It reaches really far. Recovery seems good, but you can only HD mode cancel from there, because unfortunately it's not special cancelable, and that sucks. So let's go to the next normal, closing hard punch. Now this normal, you can see it's 2 hit, and you can cancel to the command normal. It's a good normal, but the problem with I mean, it's good in the regarding that you can cancel it really easy. But the problem with this is that normal, like, the range it has is not that big. So sometimes, even though you're trying to use that normal, you will get the far hard punch. So be wary of that, okay? Okay, let me explain this. Crushing hard punch, the range is so bad. Like, you can see crushing jab, it arrives, right? Right? If I walk, see, crushing hard punch, crushing jab. It's horrible. The range is horrible. You can special cancel also, but so far I haven't been able to find anything like, for example, like any link whatsoever. Maybe there are links, but I don't have the frame data for Rugal, unfortunately. I could say that you could use it for, you can use it for frame traps, but so far, I don't know. I think Rugal might get buffed the next patch. Oh yeah, he can also special command, cancel to a special command. So let's go and talk about far low kick. It's a good anti-air option. So let's go here. Let me show you it. So it's pretty standard for a far low kick. I mean hard kick, sorry. Now, of course, you can do HD max and then combo from there. Okay, so let's talk about crushing hard kick. You can see that it moves him forward. The range to it, I don't think is the best. There are characters in King of Fighter that has better range, but you can do that. It can special cancel. Okay, that includes also supers. Okay. Now his power attack, which is CD, hard punch and hard kick, allows a wall bounce. You can also, special cancel or empty cancel, like I'm showing over here. So it's pretty standard, but yeah. Okay, so let's talk about four low kick or 6 low kick, which is back low kick or 4 low kick. It is a special command normal, and you can see that if they are hit by that raw or even in a string, I will be able to cancel and connect the super as an OTG. Is legit guarantee. Now if I do it with a Shoryuken and you recover, then it won't be guaranteed. You should know because I put that on my combo guide and explain that. I mean I put it in the notes, but I hope people understand that. But that's the reason why it doesn't work if they recover. Okay, now let's go here. Now here's the thing, this special command looks good because you can cancel it on the last hit or on the first hit. If you do it on the first hit, there will be, you can combo normally. If it's the last hit, then you will need to go with OTG super like I showed you a few seconds ago. Now the problem with this is that if you see the normal, right, you will say, oh, it's a low, right? The problem with this is that you can block it high, and the other issue is that the second hit is the one that is an actual overhead. So if you try to cancel from like a HD or HD max, you won't be able to convert. So it looks good, but at the same time it's bad. Okay, so jumping normal, jumping low punch, your typical, you can combo. It's not a cross up. So yeah. Now, having said that, right? Crouching. Okay, jumping low kick is different when you're jumping forward. You can cross up, and this is a great normal. I think this is one of his best normals, to be honest. Most of his normals right now are crap. Like I'm gonna sugarcoat it, just so you know. Now, he also has another cross up, and I will be talking about it. But to be honest, that or cross up is more siege. It depends on if the character is crouching, if it was a short hop or a super short hop. But if you want to always make sure that you cross up, do the crouching, jumping low kick. Now, something I want to mention is that jumping low kick neutral is different. It's not cross up, it has farther reach. Okay? Now, jumping hard punch. I have been noticing people that are using this, like especially top players. I don't know why they're using it. Like, I think the range of other jumping normals, like jumping hard kick or jumping power attack or jumping CD, has better reach. But it seems that maybe the reason why they're using it is more as a air to air, right? Now, jumping hard kick. Let's do it here. You can see I'm doing it. Now, that normal doing it normally to cross up is hard. Now, if they're crouching and they're a big hitbox, like for example Maxima, or any fat character, is that fat shaming? I don't know. But anyways, you will be able to cross up them easily. And but again, like I said, you know, you have better options. Now, jumping CD is your normal, typical jumping CD. It's really down for the momentum. Okay. Now let's talk about special moves. His fireballs, the low one goes really slow. I mean, it's not really slow. It's like normal. The fast one, hard punch one, goes a little bit better. The EX version allows you to do different things. Okay. So, for example, besides having the speed of the fast one and the start, and you know, it will also allow you to juggle. So it is a great special move on my. I think like, to be honest, Rugal special moves are the best thing that he has at this moment. So yeah, you can use his fireball in conjunction with his super, even if it's in EX. Normally, if EX you cannot cancel it, but because of the juggle properties, you can combo afterwards. Now let's talk about this move, the reflect. The reflect by itself, I think is OP. Now, unfortunately, like the low key to the hard kick to also the EX version, I haven't seen any difference. The only difference is maybe the hard kick stays a little bit longer. The EX version of course will allow you to, you know, combo afterwards. When I mean combo afterwards, it will provide a crumple state, okay? So you can see I'm using the reflex, right? And you know, it doesn't matter for my experiments if they do any EX fireball. You know, the only time that they might not be able to reflect it back if it's like super multiple hits, but usually like it will get reflect. Now, something I want you to notice is that if I use this, if I use it and there's a projectile, I need to wait almost for the projectile to hit rock. Okay, I cannot have like a. I mean, technically I could have two fireballs at the same time, but it needs to be really near to rock so it can activate his proximity guard or horde box, right? So I can then use the auto fireball. Okay, so what about supers? So I have my boy over here, Rio, right? He's gonna do a super, right? Now, keep in mind that this is a unique one fireball, so I'm able to reflect it. Now, I don't need to use any EX version to do this, just so you know. The timing is kind of weird with the EX version, but you should be able to do it on reaction. In the case of the EX, you need to wait a little bit longer, okay? So, you can do stuff like this. Now, I don't recommend using the EX version, to be honest, unless you're doing it in a combo. There's no purpose for it. So yeah, just go with the normals and you can do stuff like this. So much fun. By the way, that is a touch of death combo. Now, having said that, if you have like a multiple super or fireball, you can block afterwards. You're not gonna get hit because of the recovery. So just keep that in mind. Even if I'm showing over here the you know, the normal version, this also applies to any version from hard kick to the EX version. Okay. Now, if you have neither, use the EX version of the super, and that way it doesn't matter, you know, about the reflect, because instead of blocking, you can cancel it and then go from there. Okay. Okay, so hard circle back is a good move, and you know you can special cancel it. But keep in mind that it's not Terry Bogart's Power Knuckle. What I mean by that is like the range, it feels good, but it's not that well. Like Terry Bogart is like a wall with a nail in front. In the case of Rugal, it's like it's a wall, so he's kind of playing in that regard. Okay. So like I was saying, hard circle back float punch is good for combos. You shouldn't get punished big time for that, to be honest. But then again, I haven't tested all characters. Now, if you try to use the fierce one, you're gonna be plus on block, so know about that. Now, keep in mind that the range is not that great, so crushing low kick will be your best option. So be careful with players that know about this and they will try to DP always, okay? The EX version, I always recommend to use it more as a combo tool than trying to go over and, you know, make it a plus, because it won't be like that. Okay? Okay, so let's talk about his DP, Genisot Kata. That's the way, that's how they pronounce it. The low kick version, you can see that it comes out really fast. Having said that, the range is really bad. You can see that it's missing altogether. It's better to go with the fierce version, and you can see that, you know, it will always combo. The same thing with the EX. Now, having said all that, of course, the EX will have better invisibility. But the low kick version, it still has its, you know, a purpose. Like, for example, it's a good to stop short hops. But then again, you have maybe better options. But if you have good reactions, you can use it. The fierce one is the one that I will be like an all-rounder. Because, you know, it comes out fast, but it also have a little bit invisibility and always combo. The EX is the one that you want, you know, the best of both worlds, like fast as the low version, and it will not miss like the fierce one. Now, having said that, let's go to his supers. This one is the one that people remember with nostalgia. It's a great super. But it doesn't have good invisibility. The EX version does have it. Keep in mind that both versions will bring you to the corner. In the case of the EX, it will bring you corner to corner, right? And you know, it has invisibility, so you can pass across projectiles and other stuff. Okay. Now, having said that, this move, like I said, you can do it by the motion is quadruple 4. And then a Yoga Flame backward, which will be a half circle back punch. Okay, you can see that it doesn't have invisibility, but if you do the EX version, then you will be able to pass through the fireball or any attacks because of the invisibility. Okay. Now, this is why some people say, hey, how can you do the super so fast? And the reason is because I'm buffering from the quadruple 4, so, you know, for the fireball, and then I do a half circle back. As soon as I do the you know, the Hadouken motion, quadruple 4, I do the half circle back, you know, move and hit the bottom. And because the buffer of the first Hadouken or quadruple 4 has been already inputted. And this also applies for his reflect, which is quadruple 4 with a kick. So you can do the same technique with that special. So in few words, you are already buffering for the super when you are, you know, doing those special moves, okay? And that's why you can do these kind of things. Now, his other super is quadruple 4, so 2 times, and then kick, and he will do the laser beams, right? Now, you can see that it's full, you know, full screen, right? Now, something I want to mention about this is that you can cancel to another super, but you need to do it super early. It cannot be like, for what I've been noticing, you cannot try to do it super late. And if you try to do it like that, you can see full screen, you won't be able to combo. So to be honest, if you're gonna do a super, what I always recommend will be using the order super itself. That one, I forgot the name. Has a starter and then change to the EX version. Now the EX version, you can see that it will start with like the order one, but then it will have a follow-up laser afterwards. that laser is really good to combo to level 3. Now let's talk about his level 3. You can do it by doing quarter circle back and then half circle forward and hard punch and hard kick. Now what you notice is that it has like a vacuum effect, but be wary about that vacuum effect because it's not full string. It will only be a certain range itself. So for example, if I do it over here, you can see that it technically, like, the range is almost like I will say maybe like 3 to 4 characters forward. So from here, see, it will grab from him. So yeah, I mean, technically, what I think about Rugal right now is he's like a super balanced character. What I mean by that is like he's like your Shoto, like your reuse and cans. So you know, you have your Fireball, your DP, which is Genesis Cutter, right? That's your Shoryuken. Also, he has like a move that transfers 4, which is his particle back and punch. The thing like it looks like a dash punch, but weirdly. So, I mean, I don't know. I think that maybe this character might get a buff in next month balance patch. There's some things that I think he really flaw, like. Far hard punch doesn't cancel. I think if he had that tool, it will help him greatly. Because right now, like, the issue you might find with this character is if you're somebody that likes to open people up, Rugal is not the character for you. If you're somebody that likes to play like Keen, Robert without trying to open people and use proper spacing and play a little bit I don't know, Sonar, then Rugal will be the character for you. Like, instead of using Athena, use Rugal. Even though I think Athena might be a little bit better in some regards. But yeah, I don't know. At the end of everything, it's a free character. I'm happy that he's in the roster right now. Also, in the descriptions and comments, I'm gonna put the combo video, the guide. So if you want to check that out, please do. It helps the channel. And yeah, if you also have questions about how I did that combo, you can ask over there or here, however you like to do it. I don't care. But anyways, let me, tell me if you have any questions about Rugal in the comments below, or anything in this video. Also, it doesn't need to be what I show in the video, but if you say, hey, Nasty, I'm trying to do this, why is it not happening? Then, I will be happy to, reply to you. But anyways, that's gonna be the end of the video. As always, like and subscribe, more content like this coming up, and yeah, take care.